First opened in 2017. There's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. The veteran punter Bradley Pinion has this one teed up, and we are underway from Atlanta. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Dak going to start out going to the air. And his first look is incomplete.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in a zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. There was a great article in the paper yesterday about how he likes to run angry. Plays like that, you can feel it, can't you?
As long as he doesn't drive angry, we're okay. Because when he's on the field, that anger works for him. It fuels him, it powers him, and the end result runs like that.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
To throw is Prescott. It's caught. Tolbert. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position. Prescott now.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And this one is right through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Atlanta now coming out on the field. In motion goes McLeod. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Yeah, the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back. Cousins to throw it. And that is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick. Kevontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys. This is taken at the 23. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Prescott now from the 50. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They'll go for a gain of 7, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch,
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys are able to add on to that lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. He's got the hook up to McLeod. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Cousins now. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Ferguson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Prescott off play action. forced out to his left. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Facing second and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not I just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 1. They run again with Dowdle. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. (10-0) the score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And that's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Throwing, Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just good. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. So 2nd and goal there from the 1. They go to the air.
And the perfect down to throw the football in this sequence. 2nd down is always kind of that, do they throw it, do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it into the end zone.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes our score 17-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Well, the Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They go play action. Cousins. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. In motion goes McLeod. On the give, here's Robinson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Saw the linebacker Damone Clark coming through with a stop.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now Cousins. That's to the former Bear, Darnell Mooney. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 36. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the 1st down.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Very nice run there. And when you think of the term complete back, Bijan Robinson is one of the first guys that comes to mind. He's coming off an impressive rookie season, but the scary part for NFL defenses, he's just scratching the surface.
Again, it's Robinson. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Robinson up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing, Cousins. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Fourth down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the posts. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal on their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field.
A running play. It's Dowdle.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
Left side to Lamb.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Call it a pickup of 7 on the ground. That trims it to a 3rd and 15 situation.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return.
And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. On the counter, this is Robinson.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Cousins.
And complete to Drake London. Finding space at the 40. He's still on his feet.
And finally marked down at the 23. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6.
Here's Cousins. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Carl Lawson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
92 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now Prescott.
Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Prescott. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Falcons will take over possession here up at the 44. Over the middle, caught by London.
And he's brought down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Able to complete this one to McLeod. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
To throw is Cousins.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Cousins to throw it.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good return up past the 30. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Trayvon Diggs getting the tackle.
You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. To throw, Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Prescott now.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Prescott.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, They took a sack on 1st and goal, but that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Prescott to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Prescott.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
One of the league's best linebackers. He ended that play almost before it began, and the running back absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
So on 4th down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal.
This a 33-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Atlanta regains possession of the football. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the 3rd quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a 1st down.
Now Cousins.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted.
The 20. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Cook is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Here's Prescott. Steps away to, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Play fake. Cousins. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Throwing is Cousins. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
I know I'm an old defender, but I've got to give credit where credit's due. That was smart play calling right there on 3rd and 4. They didn't need to do too much. Just let their guy get out there and sit down in the zone. And they hit him for the completion for the first down.
A give left side to Robinson.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he's not going to get the first down. He had to get to the 30, but he's a yard or 2 short. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender, but a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field, and he wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Ross Dwelly. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Throwing, Prescott.
On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 4. On the run, it's Dowdle.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3rd down and 1.
Now Prescott.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Lamb will go in motion. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, Prescott stripped. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th.
Robinson on a give right side.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Now Cousins.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. 107 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Cousins.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Throwing. Cousins.
Got London on a slant.
What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
London moves the chains here, which is not unusual because that's something he did on over 65% of his receptions a season ago. Plenty of new pieces in place. Quarterbacks, Kirk Cousins, Michael Penix, whoever is going to throw the ball to him, he's hoping he can finally reach the 1,000-yard mark.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd.
Into the hands of London. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They run here with Dowdle. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
3rd and 4. And this crowd urging on their defense. They're up and making noise. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Finding Tolbert here over the middle.
And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Looking to throw, Prescott.
A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
This has been a tremendous drive to this point, and this is all you want, playing with a lead in the fourth quarter. If you can keep the ball on the ground, keep the sticks moving, you're going to be in good shape to finish this one off.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 22.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 11. Being chased out left. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Cook is in. Touchdown, Dallas.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Yeah, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
This is 1st and 10.
Cousins.
That's caught by Pitts.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
To throw is Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
Here comes second down.
To throw, Cousins.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
Cousins now.
London hauls this one in.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
But just over a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and 10.
Cousins now from the 50. And he fends him off. And that's going to be incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
Again, it's Cousins.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Well, they need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. Over the middle, caught by London.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of...
And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So 15 ticks remaining as they line up for the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
So it's a win here for the Cowboys, and it was Dak Prescott, their quarterback, who really led the charge.
Yeah, he did a little bit of everything, didn't he? He had 2 touchdown passes through the air, another one on the ground, and that defense, they really had no answer for many of their drives.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Atlanta.